Once upon a time, in a little village, there was a friendly man named Jack. He worked as a washerman, cleaning clothes for the villagers. Every day, Jack had a special helper, his donkey Danny. Danny wasn't just any donkey, he was a thin and tired donkey. He worked hard every day, carrying big bundles of clothes to the river. Jack loved Danny very much, but Jack didn't have a lot of money to buy Danny extra food, so Danny looked a little sad and hungry. One day, as Jack was walking through the village market, he spotted something that gave him an idea. A tiger skin. Jack's big eyes twinkled with mischief as he grabbed the tiger skin and hurried back home. That night, under the soft light of a lantern, Jack draped the tiger skin over Danny. Danny looked a little confused at first, but he didn't mind. Jack stepped back and smiled to himself. Danny the donkey, in his brand new tiger costume, looked like the fiercest tiger in the whole village. Jack couldn't stop smiling. Now, Danny could graze the fields all he wanted, because no one would dare come near a tiger. The next day, Jack and Danny were in the fields. Jack peeked from behind a tree to see the villagers walking by. Suddenly, one villager spotted Danny. A tiger. Run! Everyone in the village screamed and ran away, thinking they were in danger of meeting a real tiger. Jack couldn't hold in his laughter. But what Jack didn't know was that the villagers were more scared of a tiger than they were of the truth. The next few days were peaceful. Danny wore the tiger skin every night, and no one came near him. He grazed on all the delicious grass in the field. Jack was so happy because Danny was eating well. Jack sat quietly, watching his donkey eat, to his heart's content, thinking how clever he was. But little did Jack know, Danny's happiness was about to cause some trouble. One evening, as Jack sat on a rock watching over Danny, he felt peaceful. The moonlight bathed the field in a soft glow. But Jack didn't realize Danny was about to make a very loud mistake. One night, Danny was so full from all the yummy grass that he let out a loud hee-haw. Oops. That's right. Danny couldn't stop himself. He brayed so loud that the sound echoed across the village. Jack's eyes went wide as he realized, oh, maybe they'll hear us now. The villagers stopped in their tracks, listening carefully. They looked closely at the so-called tiger. Wait a minute. Tigers don't make that noise. That's a donkey. And just like that, the villagers figured out Jack's little trick. They weren't scared anymore. In fact, they were laughing. Jack peeked out from behind a tree, his face turning red with embarrassment. I'm so sorry, everyone. I didn't mean to trick you. The villagers gathered around, smiling and chuckling. Jack felt embarrassed, but he smiled back, knowing it was time to tell the truth. Jack stood tall and said, I was only trying to help Danny. I thought if he looked like a tiger, he'd be safe and get plenty of food. I'm sorry for the trouble. The villagers nodded and smiled. Just like Jack and Danny, being true to who you are is the best thing you can be. And so, Jack and Danny lived happily in the village, always learning new lessons and spreading joy to everyone they met.